Hey guys, TechFlash here. So last week WWDC announced watchOS 8, which is the next and improved software for Apple Watch. With this, we have been hearing some exciting rumors about the upcoming Apple Watch 7 as well. Now, I know that a lot of us have been expecting and have been hearing a complete redesign. There have been a ton of rumors which make us think that the new Apple Watch will be at a whole other level. But a couple of new reports from Mark Gurman make me think that the new Apple Watch may not be as exciting as previously thought. Mark Gurman is an award-winning journalist who reports for Bloomberg and covers topics on technology and specifically Apple. He has been one of the most reliable sources of reports on new and upcoming Apple products and has had an impressive 90% accuracy rate. The first big change we are expecting to see is on health management. Apple has always kept health a priority by adding features and sensors such as the heart rate monitor, an ECG, and a blood oxygen sensor which was introduced in the Series 6. This year, perhaps the biggest standout feature of the new watch is a blood glucose sensor and a temperature sensor. The blood sugar sensor is supposed to be a remarkable feature for diabetic people, but it begs me to ask the question, how reliable will this be and what technology is Apple going to come up with in order to do this? In order to get a blood glucose reading, a small blood sample needs to be taken and read through a machine. So it definitely is creating some curiosity into how Apple will pull this off. And that is exactly where Mark Gurman comes in. According to his new report, the blood glucose sensor is unlikely to be ready for commercial launch for at least a few more years, and the temperature sensor will most likely be included in the 2022 update. Another report from Mark Gurman suggests that the new watch will be thicker overall. Now this is a very interesting detail because previously it seemed like mini LED was finally coming to Apple Watch, but a thicker design doesn't make sense if mini LED was to be introduced. A mini LED would enable the watch to be thinner, lighter, and more power efficient. The thicker design may also suggest a bigger battery. Furthermore, the supply chain shortages going on for the mini LED chips confirm that we will not see a mini LED display on the Apple Watch this year. So with all these new reports, the only exciting feature seems to be the new design. Well, maybe not. If you've kept track of all the previous watches, you will know that the design has been pretty much the same since the start, with a slight redesign on the display on the Series 4 and up. Some of the renders have suggested a flatter edge and one that will most likely resemble the design of the iPhone 12 and the rest of the Apple lineup like the new iMac and the iPads. But a few new reports are suggesting that even the design may stay the same and we might just see a slight change to the display with thinner bezels and a new lamination technique which will bring the display closer to the front cover. Talking about the colors, we are hearing that the silver and gold will be discontinued and a new green will be introduced. However, last year's blue and product red will still be available alongside the space gray option. Security wise, the Apple Watch currently has no biometrics like Face ID or Touch ID. The only option we currently have is to put a passcode on. This year, however, we may see Touch ID, which will be placed on the side to unlock your watch, similar to what we saw on the iPad Air. The crown is also rumored to be digital instead of a rotating one. An under-display Touch ID was also reported, since that is something that we may see in the upcoming iPhone, but it's unlikely that we will get both of these things at the same time in one watch. When it comes to charging, we are hearing that the Apple Watch may no longer support magnetic charging and instead be able to charge on any wireless charging pad. Reverse charging is also being rumored, where we will be able to charge our watches using the wireless charging function on the iPhone, which has been quite common in Android phones. Specs wise, there may be a slight increase in the display with two size variations to choose from. We will also be getting a new improved S7 chip, which will obviously make the watch faster and more power efficient. Having said all of this, it seems like the new Apple Watch will be underwhelming and not as exciting as previously thought. This is something we'll only be able to confirm once it comes out in September. So now the biggest question we all have: is it worth actually waiting a few more months, or should you go ahead and buy a Series 6, which is currently readily available on the market and also discounted? Anyways, that will be all for now. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please remember to drop a like, and if you haven't already, do subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.